Hey guys, Dana here with Inverter always. Thanks for tuning in today. It should be a pretty light video to close out the week. There's really just two things I wanted to touch on in today's video of FAQ Weekly. So first and foremost, earlier this week, I launched the Dchecker and Service Diagnostic Tool Introduction. Two tools every installer and service technician definitely want to keep an eye on and have on their truck. The Dchecker should be getting used on every new install of Daikin inverter mini split and VRF systems. It's the only way to really ensure that the system's operating as optimally as possible. That Dchecker tool, again, it shows you all the sensor data inside the system. It's the best window into how that system's performing. And then that all-in-one service diagnostic tool we talked about just briefly is an awesome tool when you have some of those more troublesome error codes, such as an E7 outdoor fan motor lock. Is it the outdoor fan motor, or is it the board, or is it both? So this tool helps you troubleshoot some of those a little more time required tasks, saves time on the job, which saves money. All right, now as far as today's content goes, you guys, I wanted to do a little forecasting with you guys, show you what I've been working on, kind of give you an idea of what to expect over the next several weeks. I have a ton of videos in the pipeline. So right now, let's go ahead and let's just skip the first two bullet points. I'll talk about those in just a second. First, I want to talk about these Dchecker videos. So we launched the Dchecker in this week's video. And if you haven't noticed, I like to get each series done one video at a time, knock out the series, and then move on to the next one. So right now, the idea that I have is show you guys how to hook up the Dchecker. There are two different connection methods. The Dchecker comes with two different connection cables. Basically, it's one for mini splits, one for VRF systems. And then within that video, I'd like to go through the app, show you how to set up the app, show you how to connect it to the Bluetooth Dchecker, and set up your first recording. Then once you have your recording set up, I'd like to do two videos. So I'm thinking that connection video is going to be next week if possible. The following week, so February 1st, that week is going to be runtime on a mini split. My buddy down the street has a mini split. He said, hey, come on over this weekend. We can go ahead and take some runtime. You can use it on your channel, no problem. So I'm going to do that this weekend to get the content recorded. And then it should take me maybe a week to edit. The week after that, I'm going to be showing you guys runtime on the VRF system. Now that's what I have on my house. So I have tons and tons of record time. I just have to go through and figure out what I want to show you guys. So that's probably going to be the week of February 8th. So these three bullet points are pretty much locked in. The next two bullet points we want to talk about are going to be back to controls. So over the last couple of months, we've been going over controls. We did a huge Daikin nav controller series. If you did not see that and you'd like to learn more about the nav controller series, I'll put a card up at the top now for the playlist. Following that, we did a Daikin 1 series. So Daikin's brand new Daikin 1 ecosystem, smart thermostat with built-in Wi-Fi. We just got done doing that. The Madoka is a controller I've talked about a few times on this channel already, just briefly in conversation, but I'm very excited for this controller. So I've been waiting and waiting for over a year for this controller to finally launch. It's supposed to show up next week. Thought it was going to show up this week, got pushed back yet another week. But from what I'm told, it is in transit and I should have it next week. So what I'd like to do is spend a week or two. I need to install it. I need to record. I need to go through all the settings. And then I'm thinking mid-February, if we get done with these three Dchecker videos, we can go ahead and we can do the Madoka series launch. So I'm thinking we're going to do an episode on the Madoka showing you guys just an overview of the Madoka. And then we're going to go through some of the different menus, how to set it up, how to install it, kind of like we did with the nav controller. We may not go into quite as much extensive detail because it's supposed to function just like the nav controller. The only difference is that the Madoka is supposed to be the fancy looking version of the nav controller. That's putting it more generally, but the third-party thermostat adapter, so this one I'm also very excited for, is going to give us the ability to communicate with a third-party thermostat via Wi-Fi. That's probably going to be coming towards the end of February. I still am very excited for that adapter though, because it does offer a few other features such as the Daikin Wi-Fi card itself. You can use without a third-party thermostat. So I can just connect it to the wall mount in my garage, use the Daikin app, and just control it that way. So it's kind of like a Wi-Fi card adapter with the option of adding a third-party thermostat should you want to. My plan is just connect it to the same indoor unit that I'm going to connect my Madoka to, just have it all in one zone. So that's what I have so far on the slate. And as far as what's coming later, as we get into March, there's 2 series that I'd really like to do. I've talked about them just a little bit in the past. One of them is going to be a Homeowner Series. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to structure this because I really want to get information to everybody who's viewing this channel. Contractors, engineers, homeowners, building owners, etc., technicians, installers, everybody. I want this to be as informative as possible. But with that being said, a lot of you homeowners who have asked questions, I really want to make sure that I get you guys the best information I can as it relates to inverter heat pump products. There's a lot of different technologies out there. So kind of with the Homeowner Series, I've got this note here, VRF is the future of HVAC series. Again, I'm not sure how I'm going to structure it, but really wanting to get across that message that, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years, SEER and HSPF are gone. So I really want to do a VRF as the future series and get you guys more information about, you know, SEER and HSPF versus inverter technology, because there is a huge difference that a lot of the utility companies aren't recognizing, which is basically just kneecapping all of your inverter technology right now. But that's pretty much it for today, you guys. I really just wanted to give you a pipeline for what is coming in the near future. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, of course, if you have any ideas for future videos that you'd like to share, make sure you put them in the comments below, you guys. I do read all of your comments and I try to respond to all of them as well, or at least as many as possible. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please click the like button below. It really helps out the channel. I'm working really hard to get to 100 subscribers. I know that just sounds silly, but hey, we are on our way. I think we're at 61 subscribers as of recording this video. Thank you so much, you guys who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. I told my wife when I started this channel, babe, I am not cutting my hair until I get 100 subscribers. I know that sounds just silly, but it's starting to get really long. It's almost down past my ears. If you guys can share this video, share this channel with your friends, other techs in the field. For you homeowners out there, if you know somebody maybe next door who needs a heat pump, this would be a great channel. We are going to be talking about heat pumps here pretty much consistently. So thank you so much, you guys. Again, I do appreciate you tuning in today. Make sure you click that notification bell icon. That way, when I post videos, you immediately see when they pop up and you don't fall behind. All right, you guys, hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome day.